Hello, I am Facundo Avila. I decided I will start to make reviews. Yep, reviews of movies, video games, comics, books, whatever I found out that is worth to be reviewed. Now, there will be a review. I don't know the frequency I will submit these reviews. Probably I will review things that I have already seen, books I already read, just to fill with something until I manage to see or read anything new. The first review I'm gonna make is about a video game. It's Portal. Enjoy it. Anyway, I played Portal 2. Yes, that's one of the really few games I played, counting Portal 1 and Counter-Strike and some of the Harry Potter saga. And besides that, I never really finished the game. I mean, Portal 1 and 2 are honestly the first complex games I finished without help, without walkthroughs, all by myself. And besides being a complex game, so to speak, an adult game, because the first Harry Potters, let's face it, they weren't that, I don't know, mainstream, we could call them. So yeah, I finished Portal 2. I'm not gonna make a review of Portal 1. You already saw my walkthroughs in my page of DeviantArt about Portal 1 and Portal 2. You probably don't know what Portal is. Probably you do, most likely, because it's really popular. If you didn't play Portal, I will recommend you not to. Really listen to this, because there are gonna be some spoilers. I warn you. At first, I'm gonna make some comments about the way I play the game, and then I'm gonna make comments about the history within the game, because if there's something I really like is when a game have an history inside it, not just doing the mechanics of the game. Well, first of all, the mechanics of the game, it's really fascinating. It's the concept of portals. It's incredible. I don't know if it's already been done in video games. I'm not sure. I think it wasn't. Probably it was, because there was a lot, but here it's fully exploded, it's fully developed, it's so beautiful, it's so awesome, and so well handled within the puzzles. You all know it's about puzzles. It's not about shooting people, it's not about strategy, it's not about solving quests or like the RPGs. No, this is just puzzles. This is pure mind. This is for those people who prefer to use brains after muscles. And that's really, it was about time. I know there has been those kind of games before, but I mean, this is the first kind of game we have, the first puzzle game we have. Like, it's huge. Well, the mechanics, the playability of the game, it's really good. It's not that difficult, actually. You just have to think. If you don't like puzzles, or if you frustrate easily, I don't recommend you this game, because you have to think and you have to try, and it's just try and mistake, and die 1,000 times until you finally figure it out how to do it. You have to be patient with this game, and you have to really love to solve puzzles. If you don't, I will recommend you to stay away, because yeah, I have some people, I know some people who really doesn't have that much patience, doesn't have that much of, they try to play this game and they just frustrated so much they couldn't finish it, they didn't like it. And alright, let's see, the puzzles aren't difficult, well yes, they're just difficult enough to make you feel smart when you complete them. But it's not like, wow, you're a genius. But you are a quite smart person if you actually manage to make them, and quickly. What else? Let's see. This game is structured in, I think, three basic layers, for saying somehow, so to speak. It's separated in the spoilers. The primal rings, so to speak, the primal. All right, let's get some backstory clear. You in Portal 1, spoilers. Portal 1, you are trapped in a lab, you go through the lab, you fight against GLaDOS, who turns out is a computer who wants to kill you because you don't want to make those tests, you want to escape, and she doesn't want you to escape. She tries to kill you, you manage to escape, but some robot grabs you back. You're back inside the labs. Now, this is a lot after all those events. It has happened easily a couple of decades, and all the facility seems abandoned because you destroy the main control of the place. So it's all wild. It's so really beautiful. Those scenarios. It's so beautiful. To see the wilderness, to see the trees and the leaves growing in the walls and in the floor and in the roof and all destroyed and all that oldish and rusty. It's so beautiful. It's just beautiful, and all that mixed up with technology, just beautiful. The characters are amazingly written and amazingly acted. There should be a prize for voice acting here, because you don't see any real face in this game. You don't see any real face. They are pre-recorded messages or they are robots. And the life they have, it's so wonderful. You can even imagine they are alive. Characters like Weatherly, GLaDOS, but I think the best is Mr. Cave Johnson, sir. That's by far the best of this game. He has such a wonderful personality. He's such a maniac. He's a crazy man. He's insane. He is insane, canonically speaking. He's insane. And he's such a funny guy to listen. Just like GLaDOS in the first, because here we got GLaDOS, and thankfully, here we don't have GLaDOS like in the first, that she was lying all the time, that she was helping you. Now, here she has all the cards on the table, and you know she wants to kill you. She makes you know she wants to kill you. She insults you every step you make. So that's new. That's good. They keep it new. They keep it fresh. They let us explore other faction of GLaDOS, and not only that faction. They also let us explore a good side of GLaDOS. She wants to help us at some point in the game. She wants to help us, and it's so nice to hear all these, to see all these faces, all these sides of GLaDOS, all these layers of her personality, because it's such a complex character. Let's see. There is also Weatherly. Weatherly, oh my god, it's so funny, but sadly, although at the beginning I really like Weatherly, at the end I just hate it. I really, there is a lot of people who says they forgive Weatherly, they still want to be with him, they feel bad for throwing him at the moon. But he deserved it. The bastard deserved it. I'm really mad at Will. I easily get mad with the characters when they try to kill me. Even in a video game, I get mad. The same happened with GLaDOS. I didn't really like GLaDOS in the film. I mean, as a character, I loved her, but as a person, as a personality, I thought she was a huge bitch. So yeah. At the end of, nevertheless, in Portal 2, I ended up loving her. I love her. Oh, I wanted to stay in Aperture Science and let her make all the tests she wanted with me. Oh, all the fun I will have. So yeah, the characters are really complex. The scenarios, my god, these people really work themselves out to make these scenarios. I don't know that much of video games actually, but I think these scenarios are really good. Probably they weren't that hard. Probably they were hard because of all the amount of time they take to load after every screen. People complain about the time, but I think it's justified because come on, this game is really heavy. I mean, 8 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes. That's heavy. Come on, let's give him a little break. The new puzzles, of course, they innovate the puzzles from the first. Thankfully, I like when they wanted to keep it new, but at the same time they keep it faithful to the first one. That was majestically well done, because mostly in sequels they want to add new stuff and they completely forgot about the original stuff, and I just love that. I love when they keep both in a reasonable level. I love the new puzzles. I love the repulsion gel. I love the other orange gel, the white gel, the moon gel. I love the sun tubes, all those things. I love them. Let's see what else. Well, again, the scenarios. The first I already speak. Then the 50s. The 50s section, from the 50s to the 80s. Oh, that was majestic. That was genius. Whoever come up with that should win some sort of award. This game deserves award, and it will have awards. I can tell you that. I know games win awards. Anyway, these scenarios, that old classic feeling, not steampunk, but classic, like retro. Oh, so beautiful. I love retro science. I love the science from the future, from the 50s and the 60s. I love how they conceive the future, the technology, and they really make it up really well, because I like also that they keep it realistic. That if as corporation like Aperture will exist in the 50s and in the 60s, it will look like that. It really looked like it was from the 50s and the 60s. Because mostly when they take science fiction as an excuse to make just any kind of bullshit. Yeah, I'm telling you, bullshit. I mean, just straightforward fantasy like Ray Bradbury. Oh my god, that guy doesn't deserve to be considered science fiction. Anyway, but here they keep it real. They keep it into a level that, yeah, this is science and this is the real world and this is gravity, light, atom, and all that stuff. Love it. I love the retro aspect. I love all that feeling. I love of course, Cave Johnson, that turned out to be as crazy as GLaDOS with all his speeches as... I'm particularly, the part I loved the most from Cave Johnson was not the combustible lemons. Yeah, there's gonna be something about combustible lemons. You probably already heard about that. But getting back to the point, it wasn't about the combustible lemons, but at some point Cave Johnson says something like, "Thank you, astronaut, Olympian, or war hero. With your help, we will be able to..." And then it fast forward really fast, his voice, like want to skip the next part, but you can barely understand it saying "take over the world." It says, "Thank you, with your help, we will be able to take over the world." Like that. that was so funny. I mean, I'm asking, did he really want to take over the world? I mean, was that just some momentum of delirium, or was that he really, all the time, his main intention was to take over the world? I don't know. I should really research under that.